Hello, I'm Mrs. Turner, the board chair for the DeKalb Board of Education, and I'm honored to represent District 5, which makes up several regions. I want to thank you all for hanging in here with us during this very challenging and difficult time. First, we want to thank our superintendent for the leadership, for the commitment to stay in the press with us, and for the regional superintendents, the principals, and the teachers, most importantly, our teachers who are in the trenches with us every day, and we are so grateful for you. I want to thank you for your commitment to stay the course. This is difficult. It's been a difficult time for all of us, but I promise you we are in it to win, and I do believe better days are around the corner for us. So on behalf of our Board of Education and those that we are privileged to serve alongside, I want to thank you and congratulate you on a job well done. Have a wonderful rest of the year.
Hello, I'm Deidre Pierce, your very proud school board member for Region 6, 7, and Shared Region 2. I'd like to offer my heartfelt thanks to our region superintendents and all other stakeholders for your patience and perseverance as we've all tried to make sense of this challenging time we're in. I'm here to support you in whatever way I can, so hang in with us. Don't give up on us. The best is yet to come. Thanks.
Good evening and welcome to the Region 7 State of the Region Address. I am Dr. Rodney Swanson, Regional Superintendent for Region 7, and I want to thank you for spending some time with us today. Our agenda for this evening consists of sharing region and cluster information with you. If you have any questions, please place them in the chat. Our team will read each question and we will provide responses to our principals to share with you. I want to take this moment to recognize our board members, Mrs. Vicki B. Turner, Board Chair, District 5, Mr. Marshall Orson, District 2, Mrs. Deidre P. Pierce, District 2. Thank you, board members, for your support. The Region 7 vision is that we are anchored in success, where we teach, learn, lead, and serve. At this time, I'd like to introduce our Region 7 Micro Cabinet and Support Team. We have Atisha Lester, Region Coordinator, Dawn Price Williams, Region Coordinator, Christine Morgan, Region Professional Learning Facilitator, Sonia Taylor Clooney, Executive Assistant, Dr. Shasia Cloud, Region HR Manager, Fred Schoenfeld, Facilities Manager, Kevin Phillips, Transportation Manager, Cynthia Prather, Accounting Specialist, Angela Johnson, Instructional Technology Specialist, Linda Mosley, Academic Coach Coordinator, Dr. Jadon Muhammad, Title I Coordinator, Dr. Danielle Howard Thomas, Special Education Coordinator, and Annette Ford, Parent Center Facilitator. Our purpose for this evening is to share the Region 7 action plan as it relates to the district's goals of student success and equity and access that focuses on graduation rate and student achievement. To share virtual learning data and strategies that support Region 7 teachers and promote student engagement, and to provide an opportunity for Region 7 principals to share their school's progress and tell their school's story. The Region 7 demographics. We have approximately 9,004 students with 15 schools, 9 elementary schools, 1 magnet school, 2 theme schools, 1 School of the Arts, and 1 STEM program on the elementary level. We have 2 middle schools, 1 having a STEM program, 2 high schools, 1 3DE program, 1 early learning center serving P3 and pre-K, and 1 center, Viewpoint Health. And we have 13 Title I schools. Our strategic plan, Key Goal Area 1, Student Success with Equity and Access. Performance Objective 1.1, to improve student mastery of learning standards. And our initiatives are the MTSS process, which is the multi-tiered support system of support, and our 5E instructional model to engage, explore, explain, elaborate, and evaluate. And our performance objective 1.3, which is increasing the graduation rate, and our initiatives are Check and Connect, that framework for cohort monitoring, and the State Systematic Improvement Plan, which monitors our special education students to assist them with graduating from high school. Our historical overview, the CCRPI data. So for our elementary schools, we have Barack Obama Elementary in 2018. They had a score of 70.4, dropped slightly in 2019 to 61.4. Cedar Grove Elementary, 2018, 66.7, and dropped slightly to 66.1. DeKalb Elementary School of the Arts, 75 in 2018, and slight increase to 81.6. Flat Shoals Elementary School, 61.4, a slight drop to 52. Kelley Lake Elementary School, 62.7 in 2018, and score rose to 74.4. For McNair DLA, 56.8 in 2018, and in 2019, 41.3. Narvie J. Harris, 2018, 57.4 score, and that increased to 85.6 in 2019. Oakview Elementary, 64.4, the slight decrease, 58.8. And Robert Shaw Elementary School, 87.9 in 2018, and a slight dip to 80.4. We did not have a CCRPI score in 2020. And moving on to the high schools, Cedar Grove High School, 67 point 2018, with a slight decrease to 66 in 2019. DeKalb Elementary School of the Arts Middle School, 2018 score of 83.1, an increase to 88.2 in 2019. And McNair Middle School, 52.8 in 2018, increased to 56.0. So again, our goal is to make sure the students are mastering the content that is being taught and improving those scores for 2021. And for progress on the CCRPI rating, you see that all of the elementary schools, high schools, and middle schools are doing very well. Their progress scores in 2019, and again, 2020, we did not have progress scores for CCRPI, and the plan is for 2021 is to increase those progress scores greatly. Our graduation rate for the high schools, Cedar Grove High School in 2019 had a graduation rate of 74.83. That increased to 83.87 in 2020. And our target for 2021 is 86.4. And we're well on our way to achieving that target. And for McNair High School, graduation rate in 2019, 70.81, with a slight decrease in 2020 to 63.92. And our target for 2021 is 68. Region 7 GLOWs, improved academic performance. We've increased the graduation rate. Our enrollment is increasing. We've improved our collaboration internally within the region and externally with our stakeholders, and increased business and community partnerships. Region 7 opportunities for growth. We want to make sure that we're closing the gap. Student achievement, which means that we're going to intentionally target instruction to those areas of concern. We'll accelerate those individuals who are proficient and distinguished, and we'll intervene for those individuals who are at the beginning and developing levels. Progress, we want to make sure that we grow all of our students, and we'll focus on our special education subgroup. We have 424 on the elementary school level, 256 the middle school level, and 257 at the high school level. And of course, we want to increase our 4- and 5-year graduation rates. The accolades for Region 7, Narvie J. Harris Theme School, it's a Title I reward school. Double-digit gains on the CCRPI scores with Kelley Lake Elementary and Narvie J. Harris Theme. Narvie J. Harris had the highest gains in the district with 28 points. High school graduation rates, Cedar Grove High School improved their graduation rate almost 9 points. And Kelley Lake Elementary School had the beating the odds distinction for 2018 and 2019. DeKalb Elementary School of the Arts also within expected range in 2018 to beating the odds in 2019. 4-star climate ratings out of a total score of 5, Cedar Grove Elementary School, Kelley Lake Elementary School, Barack Obama Magnet, and Robert Shaw Theme School. And Cedar Grove High School had the National Beta Club School of Distinction. Our Region 7 engagement data, again, we have about 9,000 students in Region 7. 8,666 have logged into the system to get access to the resources for their schooling on a daily basis, which comes out as a 96% clip. And then for those students logging into Verge, we have 8,996 students, about 9,000, and 4,145 are logging into Verge, and that puts us at a 46% clip. And that number is there because teachers are using different platforms other than Verge, Zoom, Google Classroom, so that's why that number is 46%. Now, we will share information from our cluster leaders: Cedar Grove Cluster, Mr. C. Spears; McNair Cluster, Dr. Lakeisha Walker; and non-traditional clusters, Mrs. L. Scott.
I bring you greetings from the Cedar Grove Cluster. Principals, Clifton Spears, Cedar Grove High School; Dr. Marcia Constance Scott, Cedar Grove Middle School; Mr. Norman Thomas, Cedar Grove Elementary School; and Ms. Sabrina Presley, Oakview Elementary School. This year has been marked with reflection and change. Some days feel good and others feel strange. We've learned to work differently and love more unconditionally. We try to tune out the stress, but sometimes life still feels like a mess. We find ways to turn negatives into good and learn new skills that we thought we never could. We find ways to travel to less congested places, and we meet our friends with covered faces. Hopefully, this year has been filled with opportunity, and you've tried to exercise and strengthen our immunity. 2020 hasn't been like we expected, but we found new ways to stay connected. Hug your kids and enjoy the outdoors. Worry less about the very small chores. Things will get better because they usually do. Enjoy what you love and learn something new. Don't forget to pray and always be kind. Try to stay positive and learn to unwind. Your Cedar Grove Elementary School and Oakview Elementary School programs: the Super Saints, Student of the Month, C-Squad Monthly Staff Appreciation Program, and Annual Kindness Week. Some of our recognitions: our 4-star climate rating for the 2019-2020 school year, increase of the Georgia milestone in the areas of content mastery, progress, and readiness. Some of our academic focuses: teachers continue to provide instruction based on the DeKalb County Schools District Unit of Studies. Intervention still provided by those needing additional assistance and in tiers 2 and 3. Incorporated small groups into master schedule, which allows for intervention based on individual needs. Some of the SEL focus, mindful moments still incorporated during morning announcements. Counselors provide grade level appropriate weekly lessons on Wednesdays. Staff PL, providing unique opportunities for students to stay connected in this life of the school. Partnerships, continue partnership with United Way with literacy and efforts. Began relationship with Captain Planet for school garden. And one of the biggest highlights, Mr. Devontae Jackson Jr., 3rd grader, wrote his own book, The Boy. For Cedar Grove Middle School, on February the 25th, 2021, we recognized our AB and our All A students in a virtual recognition program. You will see that our 6th grade, 7th grade, and 8th grade students who had All A's are highlighted in bold, and then our AB students are those other students that are listed here on the slide. Cedar Grove Middle School also celebrated Black History Cinema Week, conducted Daily Dear, our Drop Everything and Read program. Mr. Omar Barry, 7th grade student, represented Cedar Grove Middle at the district-wide spelling bee. We've invited parents and guardians to the school building to receive firsthand account of the school operational procedures. Scholars at all grade levels showed improvement in math, fall 2021 scores in mathematics reading, which are two of our school's priority areas. Cedar Grove High School, as you can see, the construction of the artificial turf for the football field has been completed, and the construction has begun for the 600-seat auditorium with a projected completion date of December 2021. Some of the highlights from Cedar Grove High School. We'd like to congratulate Mr. Kayla Johnson on January the 30th, scored her 1,000th point in girls basketball. We're also pleased to announce that we have our school's second Posse Scholarship Award recipient, Mr. Marlo Robinson. Mr. Intumfum Bassi advanced as a finalist in the National Merit Scholarship Program, received AP Scholars with Distinction, and is a Gates semi-finalist. Ms. Keel Norton received AP Scholars. Cedar Grove High School was awarded National Beta School of Distinction, and our four-year graduation rate increased by 9.04%. And at this time, we'd like to turn it over to the McNair cluster and Dr. Lakeisha Walker.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Lakeisha Walker, and I am representing the McNair cluster. I am the principal at Dr. Ronald E. McNair High School. Also in our cluster, we have Mr. Ronald Mitchell, who is the principal at Dr. Ronald E. McNair Middle School. Mr. Sean Wells is principal at McNair Discovery Learning Academy. Ms. Peggy Davis is principal at Kelley Lake Elementary School. Mrs. LaConda Freeman is principal at Flat Shoals Elementary School. And finally, Mrs. Angela Thomas Bethea, who is principal at Barack Obama Magnet School of Technology. And now we will begin highlighting the academic accomplishments, partnerships, and how schools have met the virtual needs of students. And we will begin with Barack Obama. Some academic highlights. 27 Obama scholars placed in DeKalb's Technology Fair, which is the largest number of students in the district in 2019 and 2020. In addition to that, 2 students placed at the state level. Barack Obama has also been featured on Fox 5 News during the pandemic in April for their drive-by parade into the Obama Elementary communities during the quarantine. The CNN Center donated $1,000 in September of 2020 in honor of a community partner who passed away in March. In May of 2020, the Today Show awarded Barack Obama $45,000 in school supplies in honor of Mr. Jonathan Hines, who is Georgia's pre-K public school teacher of the year for 2019. Mr. Hines was also featured on CNN and the Kelly Clarkson Show. Barack Obama has a plethora of partners. You can see on your screen here, those partners range from Walmart on Gresham Road, Killer Mike, Chick-fil-A, McDonald's, and a host of other partners in education. Next up, we have Flat Shoals Elementary. Some academic accomplishments for Flat Shoals include the percentage of kindergarten students who scored at Tier 1 in reading increased from 74% to 81% according to the iReady assessment. Another iReady assessment noted that the percentage of kindergarten students who scored at Tier 1 in math also increased from 56% to 65%. 51% of Flat Shoals K through 5 students scored at level 2 or higher on the narrative writing assessment. The percentage of K through 2 or K through 2nd grade students showing math proficiency increased from 31% to 39% according to the iReady assessment. Awesome accomplishments. Some partners in education for Flat Shoals: the South DeKalb Improvement Association, Education Incorporated. They're providing reading tutorials to several 3rd grade students. They also provided every kindergarten student with a wireless mouse. Staples of Stonecrest has donated school supplies, and 160 over 90 has donated school supplies, snacks, and holiday gifts for our students. Flat Shoals has met virtual needs of students and families. Students have received meditation sessions quarterly. Parent sessions have been held on wellness and the arts, and guidance lessons are held every Tuesday. Great job, Flat Shoals. Next, we have Kelley Lake Elementary. 7 students were identified with additional gifted screening, virtual student of the month display on the website, and Kelley Lake has several partners as well. Virtual red ribbon celebration, partnership with Scanner Energy, which is 21st Century Learning Grant, homework helper program has been taking place 2 times a week at 1.5 hours. First semester, Kelley Lake had school-wide teams movie afternoon. 5 teachers, donors choose projects were funded, an upcoming parent university focusing on making the most of parent-teacher conferences. All students have received grade level mathematics manipulative bags, supplies, etc. to use at home. Weekly tech support at the school and virtually for inoperable Chromebooks and to assist students with their login into the Teams platform. Every teacher holds Wednesday small group lessons and various instructional technology platforms to provide instruction, monitor student mastery of standards, and encourage positive behavior. So you may be familiar with certain platforms like Verge, iReady, RazKids, Seesaw, Go Formative, Brain Pop, Class Dojo, and more. And for our last elementary school, we have Ronald E. McNair Discovery Learning Academy. 99% of students engaged in the Verge platform, which is an awesome percentage. Education Galaxy math competition. Gains between the fall and winter administration of classworks. Some partners for DLA include McNair DLA and PAC Community Outreach Committee provided PPE supplies for staff and students and gardening supplies to support the school garden. Dollar General donated a monetary donation. Children Read Foundation donated new books to our pre-K students. Virtual PBIS program has positively impacted students' behavior through modeling the SOAR expectations. And finally, Subway and Chick-fil-A provided gift cards for our family engagement events. Some ways that McNair DLA met the virtual needs of students. They held monthly PBIS celebration, monthly virtual student of the month celebrations, monthly attendance hero celebrations, virtual family engagement activities, and provided students with virtual club opportunities. On to our middle school. We have 2 Reach Georgia Scholarship recipients. Those 2 scholarship recipients has already received $10,000 to go toward their post-secondary education. So a huge shout out to those 2 scholarship recipients. And they have participated in virtual field trips. Partnerships include the 100 Black Men at DeKalb, Kennesaw State University, Georgia Institute of Technology, and Fernbank Science Center. McNair Middle School has provided several opportunities to meet the virtual learning needs of students. Daily technology assistance at the building via Zoom and or over the phone for parents and students. Wednesday social and emotional support for students. Scheduled and unscheduled in-person pickup of school supplies and Carnegie Learning textbooks. McNair Middle School is also the host of Atlanta Food Bank. They are a site for school lunch pickup Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Also, school buses come to McNair High School to pick up lunches to deliver to the local communities, and Student of the Month recognition with home deliveries. And finally, we have Dr. Ronald E. McNair High School. Some of the academic and program highlights for McNair High School include 3DE by Junior Achievement. We have the Second Chance program. We have McNair Works, the Instructional Support Mentoring / Mediation program. We are a partner with Georgia Aquarium to provide STEM and STEAM professional development to faculty. We also use restorative justice and curriculum and classroom management and crisis management training. We have partnered with Hollister and Do Something Good in the past to present our anti-bullying program. We are also partnered with 100 Black Men of DeKalb, and they also sponsor mentorship programs for our students. We also work with the Decatur Alumni Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority for voter registration, and the Lambda Epsilon Omega Chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated for our food and clothing pantry. Some of our partners in education include 3DE by Junior Achievement, the 100 Black Men of DeKalb, various alumni groups, and recently the class of 2006 donated PPE items for our students. And we also partner with the DeKalb Police Athletic League, also known as PALS. We have met virtual needs of students by partnering with the Decatur Alumni Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated to register students for voter registration. We have delivered food boxes to students and their families during the Thanksgiving holidays and Christmas holidays. We are a site for school lunch pickup Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. We also load buses for lunch delivery to local communities. We have had multiple virtual content nights, and we also have second semester virtual credit recovery. These are just a few of what we offer some of our students here in the McNair cluster. At this time, I will pass it to Principal Scott of Narvie J. Harris.
Greetings, I am Lisa Scott, the principal of Narvie J. Harris Traditional Theme School. It is my honor to provide the highlights for the non-traditional schools in the Region 7. The schools include Robert Shaw Theme School under the leadership of Ms. Katrina Massey, Narvie J. Harris Theme School, Mrs. Lisa Plummer Scott, DeKalb Elementary School of the Arts, Mrs. Bianca Hamilton, and the Early Learning Center, Dr. Zach Phillips. The Early Learning Center academic highlights include small group targeted instruction, parent meetings to offer immediate feedback. Social emotional learning is embedded in the curriculum. Unique ways to meet students' needs during virtual learning include continuous one-on-one and small group targeted data-driven activities, as well as web-based program used to remediate, enhance, and accelerate target areas across all subjects. The ELC is looking forward to its STEAM partnership with the Atlanta YMCA Early Learning Division. Next is the DeKalb Elementary School of the Arts. Academic highlights include DESA has had 2 live Zoom productions, 1 virtual choral presentation, which raised $1,000 for the arts program. 3 teachers have been teaching from the building since the first semester, and they have almost mastered the use of webcams to enhance their instruction. DESA participated in BizTown and engaged with the youngest restaurant owner in Georgia. Madison Wright, who is 14 years old, spoke to the students about being an entrepreneur. In addition, DESA participated in the Reading Bowl, placing 4th place, the highest in the school's history. Unique ways of meeting students' needs. DESA has Mr. Holly, and they have the Holly Block for 7th and 8th grade students. The counselor, he schedules small group and individual students for support for them. Unique ways of meeting students' needs include the Holly Block for 7th and 8th graders. Mr. Holly, the counselor, schedules small group and individual support for students. To improve student engagement, DESA moved to a block schedule based on teacher and student surveys. DESA is excited to be in partnership with the Alliance Theater for Sit-In Stream and Sit-In Residency. Also with their PTA, who provide gift cards for the students of the month, lunch for teachers, and an interactive flat panel for the health PE department to teach synchronously from the gym. Robert Shaw Theme School. Despite the challenges involved in conducting school remotely, This new mode of learning also offered fascinating avenues for creativity and exploration. Teachers harnessed the power of technology to bring the key elements of a Robert Shaw classroom to a virtual learning environment, including a mix of synchronous and asynchronous activities tailored to each age group. Again and again, Robert Shaw's teachers found ingenious ways to incorporate project-based learning into their curriculum, tap into students' curiosity, and ensure that their learning experiences remained as challenging, fruitful, and engaging as ever. Robert Shaw worked collaboratively with students and families to provide the best possible virtual literacy program. Teaching literacy in a virtual world provided students literacy support. Exploration of online tools to hone math skills for students, virtual physical education classes, virtual scavenger hunts, and they are looking forward to their virtual field day. Unique ways of meeting student needs, teaching and learning a world language virtually. And Narvie J. Harris Traditional Theme School, academic highlights. We are keeping our wits, meaning we continue to be intentional in our decision-making process as we target the specific needs of our learners, and we are strategic in our instructional and support strategies. To better meet the needs of our students, Narvie has built into the schedule an instructional focus period for all students. This period provides additional student support interaction with the teacher for time for tutoring, small group instruction, including remediation and acceleration daily. We continue to provide professional learning opportunities based on student and teacher needs. Our data talks guide instruction and assist teachers in creating and individualized learning opportunities to increase student achievement. Unique ways of meeting the needs of our learning community. We have maintained a virtual front office to ensure that our parents, students, and staff can access administration, the counseling department, and other supportive staff. We provided virtual family engagement activities such as math lessons taught to the parents by Narvie J. Harris teachers, back to school bash, movie nights, trunk or treat festival, karate class, virtual dance parties, and a book fair. Narvie also presented a holiday extravaganza, a virtual choral and performing arts celebration featuring students and staff. The highlight of our virtual reading festival this year was a special selection read by Pastor Dr. E. Dewey Smith of the House of Hope. We're proud to be in partnership with engineering partners from Tetra Tech, Graham & Associates, CERN, Benchmark Management, and Snap and Shoals EMC, and others. As you can see, Region 7 non-traditional schools have been very busy providing exceptional virtual learning opportunities for our students. And now, back to Dr. Swanson.
Here in Region 7, we want to make sure that we're maintaining a healthy work and school environment with the 5 mitigation strategies. We want to make sure that everyone is consistently and correctly wearing their mask, frequently washing hands, cleaning and disinfecting, maintaining social distancing, and contact tracing to ensure that everyone is safe in the school environment. The Title I Parent and Family Engagement, let's get connected. We want to make sure that the resources that are shared here you have access to for our parents and guardians and our stakeholders. And Infinite Campus is an important part to ensure that everyone's keeping up with the progress of their students, curriculum resources, and if you need to contact our facilitator, Ms. Ford, in Region 7, her contact information is there. Region 7 is filled with possibility and promise. Change is the law of life, and those who only look at the past and the present are certain to miss the future. John F. Kennedy. And again, we want to thank you for taking time this afternoon and this evening to spend with us, and we hope you are well. Please take care of yourselves, stay safe, and if you need any support from the Region 7 office, we are here to support. Thank you so much.